We're rocking some fire in the hole right now, baby. That's some fire right there. Let me tell you what. We're fixing a nice Cuban dinner tonight. We're gonna make some chicken Milanesca, and we're gonna have some frijoles negros con arroz, which is black beans and rice, and we're gonna make some plantains, maduros y tostones. So stick around. You like Cuban food? Tonight's your big night. So please, stay tuned. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go after some black beans. And I can make black beans fresh, but I'm just going to use a can of black beans. But I'm going to doctor them up a little bit. I'll put a little bit of olive oil in the pot. Put about a tablespoon of olive oil in the pot. I'm going to throw in some red and green bell peppers. Hope you can see that. Is that on camera? Yeah, okay. Red and green bell peppers. That is hot, let me tell you. And some, gotta get that in there somehow. Hot stuff, man. An onion, diced up onion. Some garlic. We're just going to saute that down a little bit. I have to put my glove on. Get that stuff sauteed down a little bit, and we'll dump in our canned black beans, which we got standing by right here. And that'll be the black beans, and I'll make some rice. As soon as that sautés down a little bit, I'll dump that can of beans in there. And then we're going to make some plantains, and we'll show you how we do that in 1 minute. Yeah, I need that to cook down a bit before I add the beans, so let me bring you back for the plantains. So please, stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to make some maduros y tostones. And maduros are plantains that are ripe. Now you might think that this is overripe, but it's nowhere near ripe. It's a little ripe. It's good enough to cook. But normally, you let this thing turn black. It turns all the same color as that right there. It should all turn that black color. And this is for your maduros. And the secret of maduros is, let me show you. See that aluminum pot right there? That's an oil saver. And you never throw the oil away. When you cook maduros, you save the oil. It's got a little grate in the top of it. Whoops. Whoa, we're going all over here. Alright, let's tighten that up. It's got a little grate in the top of it. You pour your used oil back in there and it filters it out. And you always use that same oil. So let's make some maduros. Let me get the camera on where I'm working. And all you got to do for that is cut these ends off of this banana, this plantain, like so. Get the skin off of it. I doubt that that's on camera, but let's try. Get the skin off of that puppy. Yeah, see, it could even be riper than that. It's ripe enough to peel. That tells me that it's fairly ripe. So you just peel it. If you can peel it. Peel it up. There we go. Cut it into 1-inch pieces, like so. Very simple. Now we're going to take some of that used oil and put it in the pan. Let me see if I can get that on camera for you. Yeah, got some used oil in the pan. And this oil has been used, but probably not enough. And then what we're going to do is just throw these in that used oil, fry them up. That's the easy one. Tostones are a little harder than that, but we're going to fry those up, and then I'll bring you back and show you what we make, how we make the tostones. So please, stay tuned. Okay, so those are my maduros over there on that towel. Now we're going to make some tostones. And what you need for that is a green plantain, a plantain that's not ripe at all. And what you do with that is you cut the ends of it off and you skin it just like you did with the ripe plantain. It's a little harder to skin because the skin doesn't come off it as easily as the ripe plantain because it's not really ripe. That's coming off pretty easy, so I'm getting pretty lucky here. Okay, get that off of there. We do the same thing we did with the ripe plantain. We cut it into 1-inch pieces. I don't know if that's on camera or not. I hope it is. Yes, okay. Cut it into 1-inch pieces. Throw them in the hot oil. Cook them a little bit. Ow! Oh, that's hot. Splashed hot oil on my hurt finger. So we just need to cook them a little bit on each side. Whew, that's hot. And get them out of there before they burn, I guess. Move them over to the cool side. Let's see if we got that on camera there. Yeah, okay. Once we get them just a little bit cooked, I don't want to really cook them too much. We're going to take and put them in this handy dandy tostoni maker right here. And that's this contraption right here. And this is here's one that's ready to go. Put it in there. Mash it flat, like that, and you got your tostoni ready for its second, burn. So you're gonna fry them up twice. Turn them over, get them out of there before they burn. Let's do another one. It's hard to work the camera and cook at the same time, but. There's my tostoni on my tostoni smasher. Let me smash that. Okay. There's the smashed tostoni. We're going to put that back in there and cook it some more. And that's how you make the tostonis. There they are frying up. So let me bring you back for the chicken Milanesca. Please. Stay tuned. I got some skinless, boneless chicken breasts that I butterflied up. And I put them in a plastic bag and flattened them out with a meat hammer. Gotta love the meat hammer. And then I put the breast in some flour, a little bit of flour on each side, not a lot, just a light coating of flour. Then into the egg wash. There you go. And then into the breadcrumbs, which is just some Italian breadcrumbs that I put some Parmesan cheese in. Get that all over it. And I should have cut them up, made it easier, but no, I didn't. And now we're going to fry them up. Put them in the hot oil, which is going to ignite. Fry those babies up. Let me get them floured and breaded so I've got some space on my cutting board here. Flour, egg, breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, all over those babies. I'm going to set that somewhere. I don't know where, I don't want to cross-contaminate. So let's put this, flour that one, get this out of here. Get a clean plate. Here's a clean plate that we can drain the other one on. We don't catch it on fire. And get that going. Get some of this crap out of my way. Like we're done with the flour. Okay. I want to move that pot back on the fire, but my hand's dirty. Let me get my glove. Alright, so we're going to fry that up. Get that fried up. Both sides. Now, chicken Milanesa is an Italian dish, but the way the Cubans do it is they put a slice of ham and a slice of Swiss cheese on the finished product. And that's what makes it Cuban style. So let me get that chicken fried up. Get the rest of it on there. And then we'll throw it back on there and put the cover on and put some ham and cheese on there and melt that up. And I'll show you what that looks like. Please stay tuned, because after that we got a very special beer and I need it. I'll tell you what, I'm about to burn up out here. So please stay tuned. My chicken breasts are nicely browned off. I'm going to put them back on the grill on indirect heat, like so, away from the hot coals, and they are hot. I'm going to lay some ham on top of them, like so. Piece of ham on each one. Cubans love ham, love pork. They put it on everything. A piece of ham on top of that one. And a piece of ham on the last one. And then on top of that, we're going to put a little bit of Swiss cheese. We've got some baby Swiss here. And I shouldn't have left this out so long, but can't be helped. Okay, baby Swiss on top of that. This is what makes it Cuban style. I hope that's on camera. I guess it is. Okay. Baby Swiss on top of that. Piece of each of that. And we're going to put the cover on that and let him melt that cheese down. My black beans are over there doing real good. We're going to put the cover on that, and we're going to bring you back for the most important part of our video, which is the drinking of the beer. So please stay tuned. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug. I got to tighten that a little bit. And we got a very special beer today, all the way from Peru. Crystal, or Cristal, however you want to pronounce it. Peruvian beer that I got at my favorite Peruvian restaurant, La Granja. So we're going to pop the cap on that, pour it in the old Root Boy mug, which has been sitting out for 10 minutes and now it's not as frosty as it was. That's a nice looking beer. Not too dark, not too light. Hardly any head on it at all. Look at that. I've never had this before. I'm trying this for the first time. So let me pour some of that out on the ground here. See what happens. Maybe some will go in my mouth. Oh, that hit the spot. It's like 1,000 degrees out here. I can't wait for winter to come. Next month, at the end of next month. Anyway, let's look in on that chicken, which I've got the cover on. I'll take the cover off and see how it looks. Should be melty by now. Oh yeah, nice. A little bit of ash never hurt anything, right? So my chicken is all nice and melty. Cheese, and that's chicken Milanesa, Cuban style. And there I got my pot of black beans over there. We're going to make some rice. We're going to have black beans and rice. And looks like it's snowing out here. I took that lid off too fast and threw the ash everywhere. That's my Cuban dinner. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And don't forget to come back next week. I'm planning a very special sausage fest. So you don't want to miss that. Okay? Alright, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.